Hey yo, what's up everybody, it's Zin JJ. Today we're gonna talk about another topic on helium mining, and of course you guys have know that previously on my YouTube channel I have already unboxed the Rak miner, and after that from there it's mining for around 4 to 5 days, and after that from here I have already done another update on basically port forwarding and stuff like this. But of course this over here is another kind of error that I'm facing, and I would say that my area here is quite having a lot of problems, so I'm just going to show you what, and after that from there we are going to understand more. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and leave a thumbs up to this video. And of course we're going to get started by recapping and after that doing an update on my helium mining earnings. So before we jump into it, if you are not subscribed, you have not joined my Discord channel, kindly use the link down below, and after that join my Discord community, and from there we can basically form a small community, eventually become a large one, and of course help each other out, and of course achieve financial freedom if you want to, I would say that. And after that, right now we're going to jump into the recap. So if you've been following itself, I'm going to link this whole playlist up on this video itself. It's going to pop up above, just click on it. Yep. So as already do a recap on what I'm doing on my channel itself. Over here we can see that I've done the helium review, or talking about what is helium, and after that from there I've alerted you guys that I bought a miner, and after that from there there's a miner ongoing, basically the links not, which is basically the manufacturer taking orders. And after that, right now we already received our full rack, the one that we bought previously, and after that from there we already received it. And right now I already do an unboxing, and after that everything on this the first video, and after that the second video we have already done the relaying, and after that from there those software stuff updates. So right now we are going to do some of the hardware updates, talking about the placement, the signal, how does antenna works, and after that many more that you want to know more if you are legit new and you are not doing a research. And I would say that if you want to learn more on this channel, feel free to subscribe. And after that from there, now we are going to jump into the update section, which is over here. You can see on this over here, this is not my hotspot to be honest, but this is the hotspot that has been that is just being plugged in recently. And after that, you can see the earning is crazy, can earn as high as $60. And after that from there I will say that what the fuck, man. You can look at it, the total weakness that he has is around 97, and of course this is amazing, and after that making it very lucrative, basically people who are looking to earn money, and after that I would say that hustle a bit to generate passive income. $60 per day of a miner that is around $780 to around 1,000 Sing dollars. I would say this over here, it is damn. I would say that the ROI is fast, and after that I would say the energy consumption of a Rak miner itself is as cheap as 1 cent per day, like a light bulb. And after that from here you can see this is not my miner, but this is based in the US. So this is one of the miner that one of my buddies found out on the, basically sent me, and after that from there I look at it and I'm like, wow, my mouth open wide. And after that over here you can see the Google map, this is the place that this miner is crazy. So this is we can see that the location over here is quite, the flats over here is quite low, and after I'm going to explain to you down on the video what is this, and after that from there what you look out for and many stuff. So right now we're going to jump and look at our hotspot. So this is my hotspot, and look at this, I'm earning around $2 per day. And after that I would say that over here is kind of like a big gap on what has been shown and what has been already proven. So over here this has been earning $50 over per day, and after that this over here, my miner based in Singapore, earning $2 per day. And after that you might be laughing, and after that from there I would say that we just have to look at the ground itself. We can see that his is at 0 meter, and after that basically near to 0, and after that over here mine is at 4 meter, and his DBI is lower than mine. And after that from there we're going to talk about what is DBI, and after that all this terminology, and from there your miner placing. So right now we're going to talk about the mistake that I've made, basically placing my miners. So I'm just going to show you some pictures. So over here these are my miners placing that I've been configuring, and after figuring out where to put it. So because due to the space that I have, it's not my whole, I don't own the whole house, therefore I would say that over here I can only put this miner in my room. And after that from there is a lot of restriction for my case. And after that from here you can see I placed the miner over here, and after that you can see that it is somehow facing towards the wall. So this is one of the rookie mistake that I have made. So to be honest, the placement, why is, if let's say it's facing the wall, why would it not get a lot of earning and stuff like this? Because the concrete wall itself is very thick, and after that from there it's gonna block off quite a lot of signal that is signaling out from the antenna. So how does this antenna work? The default one on basically on Rak itself, you must know that this is the antenna, and after that from here the antenna is like this facing forward. And after that from there we have to know that where's the pen? Alright, so we're gonna use the scissors. So over here this is the signal is going out like this, like upwards, and after that down. So it's something like this. So I'm just going to draw it out later. So this is how the signal works, and after that from there we understand that So we have already done a screenshot. So the signal works that way, somehow like this. So this is gonna broadcast out, and after that from there it's gonna come back, and after that the side as well. So over here we know that it must always be facing upwards. So for your rookie mistake itself, I know some people like me might be like using your antenna to point it towards the sky, and after that aiming towards, like, I do not know, to point towards somewhere, and after that from there I would say the antenna shouldn't be pointing like straight, or after that pointing in other direction. It always has to be kept upright, in case if let's say like yeah, I do not know like if you have some hardware to do it. Basically there's some hardware to basically detect where the signal is being blocked and stuff like this, but that's too advanced. But of course for us, we are just like doing this like a hobby. So I would say that this is the mistake that you must know, that the signal is going this way, and this is how to basically judge and gauge. So over here we have to understand that over here I've done this, and after that from here we can see my mining earnings. So over here you can see previously for the past 7 days itself, the first day itself is earning like 0.01 only, and after I'm like, hey, this is something wrong, man. I look at other people being hotspot arriving, and after they plugging in, straight away they earn 0.1 HNT per day, or even 0.3, and I'm like, hey, why is mine not working? And after from there, like, yeah, basically I got like 0.02 as compared to the previous one. So what I have done is basically I have been trying to place my hotspot around, so I even put it near the window, and after that from here I would say a shout out to basically Singapore Helium, where is that, local Singapore Helium community. Over there itself, I would say that the member over there, Angel, is very helpful. She helped me out with quite a lot of stuff, and after that from there I would say that I get a better understanding on basically, yeah, how does this antenna work, and after that from here I can share it with you guys. And after that over here you can see this is one of the mistakes I made also. I'm going to tell you later on what is this, and after that from there how you're going to fix it. So I even tried this. I open up the window, and after that from there hopefully the signal can bounce out of the radius, the area itself, and after that from there we are going to talk about how can we like avoid all of this stupid mistake that I made. So first of all, you have to know how does this antenna work and how does the signal work. So over here I will say that because there's like a lot of dBIs that you see on your signal itself. Some is having like dBi of 1 point something up to 5 to 7, and after that from there you have to understand how does all of this dBi works. And I'm gonna do this basically a small drawing out of it. So right, so over here we're just going to do some drawing. So for the dBs less than 0, I mean less from 3 to 1, around that range of dBi, the signal is going this way. And after that, I would say the signal is going quite high, and after that from here, maybe this is the altitude. So how does it work is basically this signal is going to bounce all the way up to the sky, and after that from there, once it reach the altitude, it's going to rebound back, and after that from there, like let's say there's a miner nearby here, it's going to reach upwards, and after that from there hit the altitude, and after that bounce back, and after that maybe it will land on the miner itself, so the signal is going to keep flying upwards. So over here you can see like some people manage to do a range of like maybe on this miner itself, you can see this is not my miner. So over here you can see this miner itself is located over here, and after that from here he used the signal, his dBi is 1.2, and after that what he managed to do is basically reach out to the furthest over here. I would say it is around 41 km, and after that you might be like, this is crazy, man, how did the signal even ping there? You have to understand that this 1.2 dBi itself is going super high to the sky, and after that from there it's going to rebound, and after that shoot all over the places. And after that I would say that one of the good thing on his location itself is super good is because over here we can see that there's no high-rise building blocking the signals, and after that from there definitely this can, yeah, basically the signal can fly straight forward or maybe basically upwards, and after that all direction. And after that, the next thing you want to know about the higher dBi itself, I'm going to explain. I'm going to draw it out for you guys. So let's say over here you have this antenna already, and after that you might be thinking, hey, how about this 1 point something, it looks very weak. And after that from there you might be thinking like, hey, how about this, I just go for like 30 dBi, or even like, wow, 1000 dBi. I do not know if it exists or not. Some of you guys might be thinking the higher the number the better it is, but it does not work that way. So how does the dBi work itself? We have already covered like previously. It is if let's say it is a low dBi, is going upwards and downwards, and after that if let's say the dBi is higher itself, the signals are not going upwards. It's not technically going upwards, but then it is instead is going straight forward, something like that. The signal will do something like this instead of let me change the color, instead of what the blue line is doing, something like this. So here, if let's say you want to basically know which antenna you want to buy, you have to look out of your window, and from there you have to see that is there a clear line of like basically line of sight, or whatever they call it. If let's say you're living at a low floor like me, I'm just living at level 2, and after that, to be honest, if I look out the window, I see grass, I see the next building in front of me, and after that from there there's another shelter blocking me. Therefore I would say what do people recommend me is you basically using like the dBi 3 maximum. Like maximum you want to go is go for 3. 3 dBi, and after that from there just place an outdoor antenna, because on the outdoor itself it can go further. So I already bought some antenna, and after that from there yeah, basically to test it out, and after that from there show you guys the update. So over here I would say that you have to know how your antenna works first. On this segment we are going to cover, I already covered the antennas. So over here we are going to learn more about the fundamentals. So over here I pull out this page over here from the Grizzly King. Over here the website itself is very informative, and after I would say that yeah, during my hosting of this miner itself, I've been looking at my witness. So you can see this person's witness is around the witnesses. It has been like 97, and after that it's like, damn, that's crazy. And I look around my surrounding, what are the witnesses that I can see is like maybe 4, 5, or even like 6. Some as low as 1, and after that from there we can see that my hotspot itself is not technically earning like, it's not really witnessing like quite a lot of stuff previously. So this is my first witness today after 5 freaking days. I would say I have not been witnessing everything, and after that you can see once you witness something, your reward will just fly up. And I would say that fly up meaning like every witness you're getting like, I do not know, 0.08 or 0.09 or even 0.1 depending. And after that you can see that I only have 1 witnesses, and after that from there the reward has been stabilizing. And of course the things I need to know over here, fundamentals on helium mining itself, you must know that how does the reward structure works. So over here I'm just going to pull out the article over here. So these are the earning events for helium mining, and after that you can see for witnesses itself, if let's say you witness something or whatsoever, basically the percentage of earning is 77%. And after that for the beacon itself, for those who can't really witness, and after that I will say I'm just going to talk about how does the witnessing work, and after that how does the beacon work as well, and the challenge. So over here, if let's say the beacon event itself, it is basically sending out like signals, and after that sending out whatever challenges you have on your miner. And this event itself is what is that called, is randomized, and after that you cannot set it, you cannot like maximize it, you cannot hope for, I do not know, you cannot just hack the system to basically send a lot of beacon out, and after that from there accepting challenge, and of course doing challenges. These events, all of these events itself, it is somehow what is that called, randomized. And after that for the witnesses itself, this event itself, it is not technically really it's not randomized. And after that from there I'm going to talk more about it now. So over here, how does witness work itself is basically your antenna, and after that from there how you want, what do I mean by antenna itself, it is just imagine that we are a group of communities standing around at this building itself. If let's say your miner itself, if let's say I use a microphone and I shout into the mic hailer, and after that loud hailer, and after that from there, let's say you're opposite of this building itself, you cannot hear my hailer itself, and after that from here you shout, if let's say somebody's microphone is better, he shouted, and after that you can hear him, that's when you witness that, okay, I am able to receive signal from him, and after that this is how the witnessing work. And after that from there you will be like thinking, why am I like shouting on my mic hailer, and after that from there is no one witnessing and no one is hearing me. Something has to do with your position of miner. Maybe it's the height. If let's say you are living at the low floor itself, yes, too bad, you have to get something better using an outdoor antenna. If let's say you live at a high place, like maybe level 10 or even level 20, even 50, if let's say you are living in a pinnacle or something like that, if let's say you're living over there, your signal itself, once you step out the window, you look in front, you can see almost everyone, every buildings, and after you're the tallest building itself, you will just basically get a maybe like, do 7 to around 13 dBi worth of antenna itself. Put it at a good location, and after that from there you can blast your signal in front, and after that from there whichever hotspot is in front, you are able to hear them, and after that from there they basically can reach. Basically the witness is basically I'm throwing this thing out, this packet out to the network, and after that from there, can you receive it? If you can receive it, you are witnessing. If let's say you cannot receive it, too bad, you are not witnessing / invalid. And after that from there, this is how it works. So for my case itself, I realized I have not been witnessing, and finally today I basically get a witness. How did I came about this witness? I'm just going to show you the picture of my setup. So this setup itself is how I receive my witnesses, because this over here, we have to know that the metal grid itself is going to like for the signal, how it works is basically, first of all, concrete is going to block off signals, and after that maybe like this, the concrete wall, I'm shooting like 3, just look at this, I'm shooting 3 arrows in, and after that maybe 1 arrow managed to go out, and after that from there, this is how the concrete wall works. And after that, for the glass panel itself, it is absorbent. So what do I mean by absorbent is basically if I put 4, I shoot 4 in, nothing come out. This is why like basically it's not working. And for the metal itself, how does it work is basically I shoot 3 signal in, I shoot it in, and after that from there, once it hit the metal, it is going to rebound. So this is how all this element works, and after that play for this signaling part. Therefore I'll say I'm putting it out like this, and after that from there you can see I open a bit of my window, and after that from there it is the only possible way for this signal to go is just straight in front. And I would say from that view that I'm looking at in front, open window, I'm able to see in front, like basically I can see something in front. And after that, from there, this is how I basically got one weakness. And after that, I would say that I'm very happy that I received this weakness. And after that, yeah, basically have a little bit more earnings. So for the second part itself, for the fundamentals itself, the beacon, basically if let's say your miner is being like relayed. So how does relay work? It's basically you're not connected to the internet. You are using the signals that you have, your radio wave signals, to ping another hotspot to basically to verify. Basically you are not using the internet, you are just using somebody's internet to relay signal. And after that, from there, this is a very bad thing. Why is that so? Because if let's say you are relayed as a hotspot itself, I already mentioned earlier in the video, I mean like previous video, if let's say you are being relayed, you are not basically technically basically validating the blocks through your own internet. And after that, from there, if let's say you are using a hotspot rather than using your own mobile data itself, your hotspot is definitely going to get like invalid. And after that, from there, you're going to lose some connection, and from there, yeah, it's going to affect your earnings a lot. So relay is no go. If let's say you don't know how to enable basically fix this relay problem, use the video that I've done over here talking about this, gonna pop up above this video. What is it relay, and after that, stuff like this, just learn more about it. And after that, from here, if let's say your miner is not being relayed or whatsoever, the next thing is you have to understand that if let's say your internet firewall is freaking strong, and after that it's blocking quite a lot of signals from coming into your internet, and after that, from there, validating, basically blocking the packets, it is going to affect your earnings as well. So what you want to do is to basically like do not have, I mean like just ask your firewall to chill. And after that, from there, you can basically accept more challenges. As you can see this picture over here, please transmit this, basically please send this pizza over. And after that, your firewall is like, no, this pizza has some drugs. And after that, it's gonna like throw away this thing. And after that, you cannot send a beacon out. And after that, from there, you can't basically do challenges. And after that, you can't witness. And after that, you cannot like do whatever shit is that on this Helium network. So I would say that strict firewall itself is also one of the the fundamentals that you need to know. So over here, we have already covered quite a lot of stuff. If let's say you do not understand anything, feel free to join the Discord channel. If not, join Singapore local helium mining community if you want to. Over there, people help. And after that, from there, I would say that if you're not subscribed to the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, turn on post notification, and leave a thumbs up to this video. And of course, I'm going to see you on the next one. And of course, yeah, take care. And after that, feel free to comment anything down below. If you have any question, just comment it and I'll do my best to reply. And of course, I'll say YouTube censorship is strong. Sometimes you type something and after that, from there, I do not receive a message, just head over to my Discord and I'll do my best to reply you. And of course, I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye bye.